really talking about when you say it's going to cost us far less than the alternative. And I would point out that maybe we can find some concrete examples. The one when I was talking to one of my friends on Wall Street today, asking him to verify the money market run. And it was anonymously reported in some of the New York papers, and I think I had evidence of it in some of our conversations, whether it was with you or with other experts, that between 11 and 11:30 on Thursday last, the money markets in the United States were hit by a run that amounted to about $500 billion of $4 trillion in accounts. And that, as I understand it, it was essential for the Federal Reserve to pump $105 billion in the system and to suspend operations, or the money market accounts of the country would have, in fact, failed. One, you should tell us that. And then the ramifications if that were to happen, so that average Americans understand that a electronic run on money markets is no different today than a run on banks in 1929. And the catastrophic results are very similar or the same. You have not said that. The president has not said that. So when I talk to average Americans in my district and across this country, the sun came up today, they went to work today, they stopped and picked up gas today, they wonder what all the hullabaloo is about. Now, Mr. Secretary, let me give you the opportunity to tell us this $700,000 figure that's needed to solve this problem. 700 billion, I'm sorry, right, billion, trillion, million. Why is it far less than the alternative, and what is that alternative?
Okay, well, first of all, I thank you for your comment, and I agree with your comment. And let me say that although the chairman and I and many others have been thinking through alternatives for a long time if we needed them, we hoped we didn't need them, and we were confronted with a situation that unfolded very quickly. We had people staying up all night for a couple of nights, and so we weren't able to actually roll this out the way you would like to. We moved it out very quickly. Now, I would say in terms of the money markets, let me explain to you.
Mr. Secretary, I apologize. You won't left much time, but we are going to have to keep to it. So,
okay.
You may have to return to the question of the worst alternative a little bit later on. But if you want to do the money markets, do that one.
Okay, I'll do very quickly that there's there's $1.7 trillion of commercial paper even in the money markets. Commercial paper is short-term lending for businesses. And businesses need this money to flow to fund daily operations. If they can't use that, it all goes back on the banks and it creates a big problem. So what we did, and we did it in a way in which it didn't disturb the level playing field, we guaranteed for a year all money market funds. We used some emergency powers, the Exchange Stabilization Fund to Treasury, but we did it funds that were there, through September 19th. So we weren't going to create a problem with an unlevel playing field going forward. And then we're giving the money markets a chance to decide to opt into this program and make some payment. So that was our action, but it will take there's a lot we all could do to explain how this relates to ordinary Americans, and we need to do a better job of explaining that.
Thank you, Secretary. Remember, we're trying to keep to 5 minutes, so if you want to fully answer, you've got to leave them some time. Gentlemen,